go insane in the ring, make that face roar like an animal. Loved it.
He is an animal.
Yeah. I think, once a fighter, always a fighter. Yeah. And, I think, Randy's branching out. He's doing some acting, and he's been pretty busy, actually. But maybe Chuck has some aspirations to do that, too. But I think those guys, when that is, who and what you do and what you are, and they're fighters. And I just think they always want to fight no matter what happens.
Do you want... Oh, go ahead, Dave.
No, I was going to ask him about taking any bumps and making damage.
Well, he lost his fucking finger, basically. Just told that story.
I lost my finger walking to the makeup trailer. That's how tough this fucking set was. Forget about it. We had to bring UFC guys in. That's how tough the movie was.
Yeah, I would assume,
Actually, we were. There was a little brutality on the movie set. One of the guys, all the fighters in the movie were MMA guys with real fight backgrounds. And I was fighting with one of them, and he just kept backing up. So I kept moving forward. And then they put a guy in there named Paul Lazenby, who's an MMA guy and former pro wrestler and a super sweetheart guy. And Paul doesn't walk backwards. He stands right there. And so I'm throwing a flurry of punches at him, and I like to pride myself on being able to come pretty close to another guy's face, beak, eye, whatever, and not touch him. Well, I got a little too close, a little too slick, trying to make it look a little too good. And with my left pinky on a left hook, I just moved his nose about 2 inches to the other side of his face.
Oh, shit.
And I'm looking at him. The camera's on my face. It's on his back. And I just look at him and I say, oh, shit. And he just looks at me and says, keep going. I said, I kept swinging at him. And then about 10 seconds later, gallons of blood. Okay, not gallons, but a couple of pints of blood just fell out of his nose. And we were laughing about it, so I taped up my hand and put my arm in a sling to make him feel a little bit better.
Make him feel better. Yeah, I hurt myself on your nose.
Those are man's men, though. Like, guys like, you get a broken nose, they laugh about it later. Fucking lunch.
Whatever.
Oh, I'd be in court with a lawyer crying like a girl.
Well, let's go slam our thumbs at some doors and get a drink.
See, that's going to be the new guy thing. Yeah. Hey, what are you guys doing tonight? We're going to get drunk. We're going to get drunk and slime our thumbs in some fucking doors.
Yeah.
I would just assume with a movie like this where there's so many fights, where you're fighting so many people, that, you will connect every so often with somebody, or someone connect with you.
It's okay to sink the body shots in, because, we did in pro wrestling. But, when really you're just making swings and they go by a guy's face and using the camera to control the depth. I mean, you can make it look good without, actually killing a guy like I did. But what are you going to do? And in the last movie that I just finished with Sylvester Stallone, he wrote it, directed, he starred in it, he was moving the cameras around, he was catering. No, he did everything in the movie. And we fight for about 2 days, and I'm in there in this warehouse in New Orleans. It's hotter than hell with the fight guys learning this damn fight. Sly's out directing and doing everything that he's doing. So it comes time to do the fight, and it's not working real well because I know the fight, and let's just say he doesn't know as well as I do. How politically correct was that? So anyway, we're mixing it up, and he says we have to redesign a few things, and we're kind of learning it on the fly. And we beat the shit out of each other. And then, I'm trying to be careful with him because I'm number 12 on the call sheet. He's number 1. I get it. Stone Cold is taking care of Rocky, okay? But he keeps telling me, Steve, crank it up. We got to make this look good. I said, all right, you son of a bitch, crank it up. And anyway, turns out I'm sitting in a deer stand a few weeks ago when my phone starts blowing up. Stone Cold breaks Stallone's neck. What the hell's all this from, And I'm thinking, when I think of broken neck, I think death and destruction.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had him in some kind of chokehold, and he told me to cinch down, and I guess I snapped a rivet or a bone in his neck. So he had a screw or a plate put in his neck, and I got the credit for it.
All right.
Was he angry at you?
No, he wasn't angry. I probably won't be in this next movie, but he was angry at
me. He's in great shape, too, right?
Oh, he's in great shape.
He's like 60 now?
Yeah.
I think he just turned 60.
He has to be.
Yeah, he's 60 or whatever. I walked in his office before I got the job, and he had veins on top of veins. And I looked at the guy and said, dude, I said, what are you, 3 or 4%? He goes, about 3.
Oh, shit.
No, he's lean. He's very lean. And God bless his ass. Every time I went to the gym in Brazil, he was already down there. So he works his ass off.
Now, Steve, I acknowledge you're a very famous guy, but let's be honest with each other. You meet Sylvester Stallone for the first time. You're starstruck, right?
No, I wasn't starstruck.
Not at all? Nobody does that to you?
No, because I figured he was lucky to meet me. I mean,
it's Rocky, though. Come on.
When I went in there, I mean, I was really looking forward to meeting the guy because, hell, man, back in '76 when Rocky came out, I walked to the theater. I grew up in a town of 5,000 people. You know, I walked to the damn theater, and then, hell, you know, you ran home. Yeah. I got up the next morning and drank a bunch of eggs, and I was running down the street. And so, you know, next thing you know, here I am walking into his office in Beverly Hills and just shooting a breeze with him. And the guy was super cool. We had a lot of common stuff, nutrition, working out, and all that junk. He's a guy's guy. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm a big watch fanatic, so is he. So we just started, you know, shooting the shit, and he offered me the part, and I took it. And hell, I walked out of there, and I called my guys, and I said, hell, I guess Stallone just offered me the part. I thought we were going to talk about it, and he just said, okay, do you want to be in this movie? I said, well, shit, yeah. It's going to be the coolest movie of 2010. Well, I'm proud of Damage, but this is a big budget movie with a lot of cats. The Expendables.
Oh yeah, who else? There's a lot of people in it. Didn't Schwarzenegger do a part in that?
Yeah. It's you know, Sly. You know, it's a big guy, and you got Jason Statham, Jet Li. You know, Randy Couture's in it. Eric Roberts is in it. He's my boss. I'm in it. Bruce Willis does a cameo. Schwarzenegger does a cameo. Mickey Rourke's in it. And I heard he steals every scene. Wow. A couple other cats. I mean, it's badass. It's a Dolph Lundgren's in it. Wow. There's so much testosterone, adrenaline, bullets, and bombs going on. I don't know whether to shit or wind my watch.
What did you think about the movie The Wrestler? That was
it was very interesting. I thought Mickey Rourke did a great job. Basically, what that was based off was that you guys had to see Beyond the Mat.
Oh yeah, we saw the documentary. Which Beyond the Mat?
Jake the Snake and Man.
Oh yeah. Basically, The Wrestler was that.
Yeah.
So was it? I've seen guys like that. Was it anything that I really ever experienced? No. But basically, that was Beyond the Mat. And for that being said, I thought it was damn good.
It's in any industry you work in. I think you're going to have people that are doing very well and people that kind of fuck themselves up doing it. So
well, yeah, you know, when I'm critiquing the movie with my buddy Kevin Nash, he's working at the butcher block. He's a butcher, and you know, if it had really been one of the boys, he'd have been the bouncer at the titty club. And, you know, we're thinking what we would have done to really remake it. Saying like, hell, I'm trying to be an actor. We're over here cutting a film together.
Well, we should ask about Damage. Bring the Pain. Now, what's this movie about there, Stone Cold, in your words, I guess?
It's about me. I come out of prison. I'm looking to get into Shakespearean theater. No, you know what? I play a cat named Hamlet. It's a story about a guy named John Brickner.
Does it bother you that nobody in this room recognized that was a Shakespearean character?
Who the fuck is Hamlet?
You're in the right place. I don't think you want to talk about Hamlet.
That's why I cut the story off, because I didn't know anything else about it myself.
Okay, good. Yeah.
I got a bunch of different names written on my hand here. Hamlet. Did I show you guys this magic trick?
Oh, shit, okay. Look at that.
The thumb?
Removing his thumb.
My dad used to do that.
Yeah. I was doing that on an airplane one time. I was sitting up in first class flying from New York to L.A. And having a few cocktails, just going through my routine. And someone tapped me on my shoulder and said, hey, how do you do that? I look back, it's David Copperfield. David Copperfield said, get the fuck out of here. 3 months later, there he is doing my trick on Sunday. Anyway, the story Damage is about a guy named John Brickner.
He said, how do you do that? He meant get a girl to your own deserted island and fucking pipe her over the head.
Yeah, he did have a bit of a problem.
He was a naughty boy. Ta-da! Charges.
He turned out to be my life coach. So anyway, Damage was out yesterday, and a story about myself, a guy named John Brickner, who comes out of prison for killing a man in self-defense, and basically in a story of redemption, gets involved in an underground fighting game while he's trying to put his life back together in order to help this young girl with an operation. So you got the tough guy bullshit meets the heartwarming story. You got to have a 50-50 blend today, right?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Now, what I was saying, all right, self-defense. You apparently choked a guy to death?
You know, with these mitts we were talking about, and this was after I slammed this thumb in the door, so I was in character.
Nice big thumb to lay right on his windpipe.
I was in the moment.
But you could have stopped
I just want to know something logistically.
Yeah.
Self-defense. Did they go into what the guy was doing to you that you needed to kill him?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, when you're choking someone in self-defense, can't you stop before he's dead?
What are you, Siskel and Ebert? God damn, we're just over here talking about the damn movie. You're going to talk about how I killed somebody in the damn thing? That's not even on the screen.
How logically it doesn't make sense. What's wrong with you, Ed?
Yeah, he's going to choke the shit out of me in a second.
Damage is a really, really cool story-driven action movie. I didn't make it to save the world or reinvent how to kill somebody in self-defense, for Christ's sake.
Ant is asking completely irrelevant questions. Well, the guy you killed, was he up to date on his taxes? Come on, story.
It is what it is,
You
Anthony.
make perfect sense. I'm an ass.
It is what it is. Jeez.
I'm at a loss. Yeah, can I get some coffee or a beer?
Yeah, we wanted to drink
it is
beers
kinda,
with
I know.
Stone Cold. Hey, you
No,
can't.
but continue. Were you really thinking about that?
You know why?
Yeah, go ahead.
Our own Sam had brought up the movie, and Sam
saw it.
He just saw it.
He enjoyed
it. But he was asking me. I was like, all right, so he's in prison. So why is he in there? Is he a bad guy or a good guy in prison? Because you get somebody maybe like in Con Air, right?
Yeah.
The guy was what's